girl Renee for Renee's Garden Adventure, and today I'm out here. It's still a little cold, but I have got to get these onions in the ground. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to work up the soil in that raised bed that I cleaned out yesterday. Let me show you. As you can see, this is the raised bed that I cleaned out yesterday, and I have my Dixondale onions here that I'm going to plant. I have the white and I have the red, and I also am going to be using my berry and bird hori knife, which is over here. And what I'm going to be using this for is I'm going to be spacing them 3 inches apart. As you can see on the hori knife, it has all my dimensions that I need, so that's what I'm going to do. 3 inches in between each of those. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my end of my rake pole, and where it says 3 inches, which is right here, I'm just going to make a hole right there, and then I'm just going to slide it down to the next 3 inches. And that's what I'm going to be doing, because I want to make sure I give these onions enough space to where they'll be able to bulb out. And I'm going to use this as my guide in order to keep my onions nice and spaced out, so they'll be able to grow big and strong. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure out all my holes, and then I have my onions over here. I'm going to drop them in the holes, and then I'm going to plant them. I hope I will be able to get all these onions into this planter, because it's divided. So I'm going to put the white onions on this side, and I'm going to put the red on this side. All right, guys, let me get going so I can get these onions planted, because, child, it is still cold out here, and I'm trying to work a little bit in the sun, because hopefully that'll give me some heat, because I ain't about out here freezing. So when I get all the holes done, then I'll come back and we'll put the onions in. Right, guys, as you can see, I have them all planted up, looking good. Now this is what I did. I left the front row out so you guys be able to see, and I just put them in the hole, and I just put the soil around them. That one has 2 in it. We don't need 2. And hopefully these bad boys will grow for me. And as you can see, I'm still picking these weeds out of here, but as a gardener, you know you can only do so much. So I have 42 onions in this bed. So hopefully, and these are all white. And like I said, I've been using my berry bird hori knife, and this has been a great help to me, because the denominations of the numbers for the depth and the spacing has been perfect. And this thing is essential to any gardener to have in their gardening toolbox. So like I said, if you guys have not tried to go onto the website that I put in my last video, I'll put it down in my description box again, so you guys can go and check out their accessories for their gardening and all their other tools that they have that will make your gardening experience a whole lot easier. All right, guys, let's move on to this bed so I can get my red onions planted. All right, guys, so the onions have been planted in the green garden, and I put some leaves over the top of them, so hopefully that will help insulate them in the cold, wintry nights. So with that being said, this is your girl Renee from Renee's Garden, and I can say I have onions planted all over my garden. So I am definitely hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get some onions this season. because it's not by my not lack of trying, because you know your girl is trying. So whew, we shall see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed this content. Follow me on this journey of me trying to grow some onions all over my garden. And hopefully these Dixon Dale short growing onions, which are the red and the white onions, will do me justice. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And this is your girl, Renee, from Renee's Garden Adventures, signing off for now. All right, guys, take care. Hey family, I forgot to show you the peppers over in the black and white garden. So what I will do is I will tag this one, or I will add this one to the end of my planting my onions, so you guys can see that the peppers over here are still doing good, and they still look good. So look, and this is what I've harvested already. So they look really, really good over here. So I'm going to finish harvesting all of these peppers. And then I am going to put these into my dehydrator like I did the other ones. So even though it's December, these peppers are still producing and they're still growing for me. So I'm going to finish harvesting these peppers, and then I'll come back and show you how many I was able to get. All right. Whew, look at my hands. Still red, and I have gloves on. See? Gloves, but my hands are still cold. So let's finish harvesting these peppers. You guys, so here are my cayenne long peppers. I was able to harvest a lot of them. Look at that. They look so good. So I'm going to add these to my dehydrator and keep that pepper train and that seasoning going, because even though it's cold out here, some of your produce and some of your harvest that you'll be able to harvest during the colder months, like my peppers, they are still hanging tough. So will I plant these peppers next season? I sure will, because you cannot go wrong with a beautiful harvest like this. All right, guys, and I only have a few more of my onions left to plant. I just have to find another little small location for these, and then I will be all done with the planting of my onions. Woohoo! So it was a good onion, getting them in the ground, and also harvesting some beautiful, beautiful peppers. All right, guys, this is a bonus clip of me harvesting my peppers from the black and white gardening area. Okay, guys, take care.